He asked her to pretend to be his girlfriend. Just for one night. No feelings, no complications, no consequences. Just a simple lie to impress his family. She needed the money. He needed someone to play the role. It was supposed to be easy, controlled, temporary. But sometimes, the most dangerous thing isn't falling in love. It's realizing you were never pretending at all. Sofia was 24 years old, living alone in a small apartment in the city. Her life was quiet, but exhausting. Every morning, she woke up early and went straight to the cafe where she worked. She spent hours serving people she didn't know, smiling even when she didn't feel like it. At night, she returned home, opened her laptop, and worked on freelance design projects just to survive. Her life was a cycle. Work, bills, sleep, repeat. Love wasn't part of the plan anymore. Not because she didn't believe in it, but because she didn't have time for it. The first time Daniel walked into the cafe, Sofia noticed him immediately, not because he was loud, but because he wasn't. He carried himself differently, confident, calm, controlled, but there was something else, something she couldn't explain. He looked distracted, like his mind was somewhere else. He ordered coffee, and for a brief moment, their eyes met. And for some reason, that moment stayed with her. The next day, he came back. But this time, something felt different. He didn't look at the menu. He didn't hesitate. He walked straight up to her. "I need your help," he said. Sofia raised an eyebrow. "What kind of help?" Daniel took a breath. Ben said something unexpected. "I'll pay you to pretend to be my girlfriend." Sofia stared at him for a second, then laughed. She thought it was a joke, but Daniel didn't smile. He explained everything. His family expected him to bring someone to dinner, someone serious, someone real, but he had no one. "Just one night," he said. "That's all I need." Then he mentioned the money, and suddenly, it didn't sound like a joke anymore. Sofia stayed silent for a moment. Her mind started racing. It sounded crazy, strange, risky, but the money could change everything for her. Months of rent, less stress, more time to breathe. She looked at him again. "Just one night?" Daniel nodded. She sighed and made a decision she didn't fully understand yet. Fine. They set clear rules. No personal questions. No real feelings. No complications. Just an act. A performance. Sofia would play the role perfectly. Daniel would handle everything else. They shook hands. Agreement done. Simple. Or at least, that's what they thought. The night of the dinner finally arrived. Sofia stood in front of the mirror and barely recognized herself. Her dress was elegant, her makeup soft and natural. For the first time in a long time, she felt confident. When Daniel saw her, he froze. Just for a second. But it was enough. Because in that moment, he wasn't looking at someone pretending. He was looking at her. The dinner felt perfect. Too perfect. His family loved her immediately. They laughed together, shared stories, asked questions. Sofia answered everything naturally, like she had known him for years. And somehow, it didn't feel fake anymore. It felt real. And that was the problem. During dinner, Daniel kept looking at her. Not like before, not like part of the plan. There was something different now, something real. Sofia felt it too. The way he listened, the way he smiled. For a moment, she forgot everything was supposed to be fake. After everything ended, they walked outside together. The city lights were quiet. The night felt still. Neither of them spoke at first. Then Daniel broke the silence. "You were perfect tonight," Sofia smiled softly. But her heart felt different, faster, like something had changed, and she couldn't control it anymore. Daniel took a step closer. "I didn't expect this," he said quietly. Sofia looked at him, confused, but also aware. I wish this wasn't fake. Her heart skipped a beat, because deep down, she felt the same thing, and that made everything more complicated. The next day, Sofia tried to go back to normal, back to the cafe, back to her routine, but nothing felt the same anymore. Every small thing reminded her of him, the way he looked at her, the way he said her name. She tried to focus, but her mind kept going back to that night. Then suddenly, she saw him outside the cafe, walking slowly, holding hands with another woman. And this time, there was no doubt, no confusion, no explanation, just the truth she didn't want to see. And in that moment, something inside her broke. Sofia didn't wait this time. She walked out of the cafe, straight toward him, her heart racing, but her face calm. "You should have told me," she said. Daniel looked confused. "Sofia, what? I saw you." Her voice was steady, but her eyes said everything. Daniel glanced at the woman beside him, then back at Sofia, and for the first time, he didn't look confident. He looked caught. "This isn't what you think," he said. Sofia let out a quiet laugh. "That's exactly what it is." Daniel stepped closer, but this time, Sofia didn't move. She just looked at him, trying to understand what was real and what was never real to begin with. "I ended it," Daniel said. His voice was calm, but his eyes weren't. "I was supposed to marry her." Silence. Heavy. Real. But after last night, he paused. "I couldn't pretend anymore." Sofia felt her heart racing, because now, this wasn't a game. This wasn't an act. This was a choice, and choices have consequences. She took a step back. "I never asked you to do that." Daniel nodded slowly. "I know. I did it because I wanted to." Another silence. Longer this time. More uncomfortable. More real. Sofia looked at him, and for the first time, she wasn't confused. She was scared. Because loving him now meant changing everything. Her life, his life, their future. She took a deep breath and said something he didn't expect. "I can't do this." Daniel froze. Not because he didn't understand, but because he did. Sofia stepped back again, tears in her eyes, but strength in her voice. "This started as something fake, and now it's too real. And I don't know if I'm ready for that." She turned around, walked away, and didn't look back. Daniel stayed there, standing still, watching her leave, realizing something too late. Sometimes, the moment something becomes real is the moment you can lose it.